Get your free trial to the DollarWise budgeting app today. Join the tens of thousands of active users who are taking control of their money and changing their lives. With new features being added constantly, there's no reason not to try it. And if you like it, choose the annual version to save a ton of money and get my budget-friendly cookbook signed by me and mailed directly to you. DollarWise.app or link in the description below. You think all of this is justified because you didn't want to wear jeans for another month or two. Do you know what people go through in this world?
Yes.
When it comes to clothes?
Yeah.
Then do not use that excuse on here. That is so childish.
I'm not using an excuse, but
What am I in? Is this... Where's the cameras? Besides these two cameras, where's the cameras? This has to be for a network TV show of like Caleb kills himself.
Don't say that.
Rose's Cafe. I'll say whatever I want. I don't care anymore. Sunco Gas. Well, that's fair. Chick-fil-A, Burlington Stores, Express. Oh, we're back. Rover. Isn't that like pet watching service?
Yes, when I went to Kansas City.
For work?
Mm-hmm.
Marshalls. Burlington. We go to Burlington constantly. Burlington again. Amazon. Because we couldn't wear jeans for a month. And no piece of... Do you understand how I can't believe anything you say? Because every time I dissect something you say, we find out what you're saying is a justification for something you just don't want to do. Something that you're just like or something you want to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't trust you anymore. I can't believe anything you say.
Okay.
The fact that you don't care about this.
No,
terrible. I would feel absolutely gross if people couldn't believe.
You're saying that I don't care? And why are you saying that you don't believe me? I don't understand.
I just explained it. Did it not make sense?
Because I wanted some. I'm telling you why. I need
because every single time you try to say something's okay, you say it as something you need, and then I dissect it. I ask more questions, and then we find out in the end it's because of something you wanted. So every single defense you've used has been able to dissect it as something where it's incorrect. So I just can't trust anything you say. I have to dissect everything you say.
I'm telling you my reasoning and my thought process of that. Of why I bought this stuff. And now you're saying you can't believe me? I don't understand.
I can tell you don't understand.
Yeah, I don't.
I just tried to explain it, and I don't know what else to say. I don't know how another way to explain it. There might be a better way to explain it.
I think that you don't like it, what I'm saying.
No. Well, obviously, I don't like what you're saying, but that doesn't.
But that doesn't mean that I'm lying.
No, that doesn't equate into
that.
trust.
That doesn't mean that I'm lying
I will
about
try to
this.
explain
Why would
this.
I ever lie about something so stupid like clothes?
Why would you? That's what I'm asking. So
I wanted clothes.
I will walk.
I wanted a wardrobe to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid. I know.
Do you remember?
But I was not. I'm paying it off. I don't understand why you're saying that you don't believe me and then saying that I don't care that you don't believe me. I'm seriously trying to understand what you're saying.
Okay. Then I will explain it for the third time. So, do you remember?
And you're trying to go ahead.
What? What am I trying to do?
You're saying, yeah, I could see you don't understand. Very condescending.
Well, you can't, you don't understand.
And you're yelling at me at the same time. It's like, how can I try and understand something when you're yelling at me at the same time? Caleb, let me know.
Okay.
Because I can too.
Well, you can what?
I can yell and be mad, and I'm not. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Buddy, you saw the show and signed up for it.
Okay, I'm here, and I'm doing it.
You're confused about the show that you're on right now?
No, I'm not. I'm just confused why you think I'm lying.
Okay, so I shall explain it one more time. Okay. The clothes that you wanted, do you remember how you opened that conversation? You remember how you opened it when I said...
I wanted it and I needed it.
Incorrect. That is not what you said.
I needed it for a work trip and I went overboard.
Everything else.
Overboard.
Everything... Oh my gosh. Everything else, besides the work thing, which again, the work thing, I said, fine. Okay, if you need it for work, that's fine. But all the other clothes purchases, when I called them out, you said I needed them because there were no clothes that fit. I had to dive in, dissect that, just like every other statement you've said, and we found out at the end of that train of thought that you in fact did have clothes that fit. It just wasn't clothes you wanted to wear. and you wanted your wardrobe to be something you loved every day you opened it. So we learned that your initial statement of this being clothes I needed because nothing fit was incorrect. So that's why I have trouble now. Anytime you say why, or anytime I ask, why did you do this? And you give me a reason, I have trouble just accepting that at face value, because now I know I have to dig deep into it and get to the actual reason why. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this Volvo, 2021, $15,473.20 with a minimum monthly payment of $290. So this has to be at 4.5 years. Okay, so obviously longer than we'd want. And what's the interest rate?
That was my parents' old car. My car broke down, and it just wasn't worth fixing anymore. It kept breaking down in the middle of nowhere, and they did, like I said, they live out of state, so they didn't want me to do that, and they gave me their old car, and I'm paying them off. They paid it off, and now I'm paying them back off for what they paid off, and which is that amount.
Wait, but this is an actual debt? Or are you just paying your parents?
I'm paying them back, yes. I transfer it to
So what
their
is this
account.
then?
That was what they paid off.
Did they totally pay off the car?
Yes.
What do you pay them on a monthly basis?
$290.
Okay. Is there any interest included in this payback to the parents?
No.
Oy. State Farm. This is your car insurance, yeah?
Yes, and also my life insurance, I think they asked me to send.
I do have your life insurance as well,
Okay.
but this is for you're the Volvo. There's two Volvos. Are you 2021 or 2022?
21. My mom
So
got the new one.
$99 a month?
Yes. I'm not responsible for that.
At 33? Okay. Student loans. I thought you said you were working through school and you did part-time. How do we accumulate $63,975 in student loans?
You also have to live.
Yeah, we know what your
And
version
then I went
of
to
living
hair
is.
school before, so that I kind of went to two schools.
How much did you borrow for hair school?
Ooh, too much. Like way more than I should
How much
have.
did you borrow for hair school?
I think like 18,000.
Okay. You're right. You have to live. Many people, though, if they're doing part-time classes, like 6 credit hours a semester, they maybe not pay fully through school, but they don't borrow $63,000. Sorry. Let's negate the other one. $50,000 of student loans. That's an aggressive amount. Where'd you go to school again? A&M?
First, I went to Palm Beach State and then A&M.
Okay.
I got my associate's degree before I
Was
transferred
Is that a
out of state in
community
Florida.
college?
Yes, sir. Or junior college.
out
Or
of-
state
out
college.
of
So they have a
state?
university.
Why'd you do that?
Why did I do what?
Out of state.
I lived in Florida before.
Okay, but why'd you do out of state?
Why did I come back to Texas?
No. Why'd you go somewhere where you had to pay out of state tuition?
I was living in Florida.
So why was it out of state then?
In Texas, I paid out of state.
Oh, sorry.
The first
Okay.
semester,
Yeah.
which was like, I think,
Or even if it was just for the first semester.
$8,000 for class.
This is, we're adding, I don't know, for someone that did part-time and then has to live, and we know what your version of living is, it's like, I don't know. That's a lot of student loans for someone who's just going part-time for so many years and working. Well, how many hours a week did you actually work?
How many what?
How many hours a week did you work a job?
While I was in school?
Yeah.
When I was getting my associates, I worked full-time as a hairstylist.
And were you doing A&M part-time?
Working part-time at A&M, yes.
No. Was school part-time at A&M?
No, I went full-time. And then I worked part-time at A&M.
7 years. Was 7 years including the beginning of the hair school as well?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's rough ways to go about college. I think you went about a rough way, and that's why I'm such a big advocate for, like, certifications, like tech certifications through course careers and trade schools. And
I did. I went to hair school first. I had to
and then
pick
you did
something.
the 7 years of university and borrowed a lot of money. Okay. All
But
right.
I actually really love what I do now.
Well, that's great.
And-
what was your degree?
Geography, and then I minored in GIS and sociology.
Oh, that's great. And I love that you love what you do. There are just still smarter ways to go about school than the way you did it. So $63,975. You're a defensive one, aren't you? I should put that on your dating profile. Let's see how that works. What's your minimum monthly payment on this student loans? If I had to guess, if you're in traditional, I'd be guessing about $700 a month.
I haven't started paying it off yet.
Hey, are they due?
No.
It
says zero. It says
When'd you
zero.
graduate?
A&M 22.
Are you on like income based? Have you requested deferment?
I did.
Have you reported?
Fill that out, and then I also worked at this school while I was at A&M, so I don't know if I got the forgiveness or not. But
No,
it says zero.
I mean, the balance is here, so no. When's the last time you've like reported so you just got this income. So when you file your tax, how many months did you work this job last year?
12.
Okay, so you're filing taxes soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, your payment might go up. I don't know how much. It still won't be drastic with income base. What scares me about this is if we're going for any kind of forgiveness by the end, a lot of that stuff is administration by administration. And what if you're by the end of your cycle that you want of any kind of forgiveness, and it's just like the administration at the time is just not doing any forgivenesses because they're just completely against that. And then what you did that entire time was allow interest to accrue on a larger and larger balance because you're putting so little towards it. There's a risk level there that I just don't like. Mm-hmm. I'm not opposed to going for those programs if they exist. If there's any kind of program or tax code or whatever, that's the system is the system. So do what works best for you. What scares me is the risk behind it. And we're just allowing the $63,975 to accrue at interest rates that I don't even know because, again, this is a Credit Karma screenshot, not a statement of the student loans. Guys, just real quick, don't forget to take your Hammer financial score at calebhammer.com. See where you stand, where you got to do better, where you're doing shit. Listen, it just takes a few minutes and it is free. Figure out where you stand in the world of money, calebhammer.com.